Everybody, this is Rydo, and we are back to LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Let's continue. We have 175 gold bricks. I got all the flying around levels done as far as I can figure. Here, it turns out you can also shoot weapons in these planes. Not that any of the races required you to shoot at your weapon or anything. So I'm looking for things I can jump out of and find pillars of light, like here. Here we have what looks like there's a switch here, so I bet I have to hit 3 switches around here to light up these fires. And my guess is they will all be in the general direction of the fires. Yep. There's still quite a few gold bricks in this area. I think 7, which seems like a lot. Okay, we'll just change over to Robin in his hazard suit. That too did not get used that often. That's the Joker in the Batman disguise. Alright. So now switch back to Batman in the spacesuit so I can fly. I want to find all of these side ones, and that way there's just only races like this for the cars to find. Since when we are in a land-based vehicle, it is somewhat difficult. I got most of the racing ones done by flying in the invisible jet, not the invisible plane, and it has an acceleration that's high enough, and then you can just let off the gas, and after that point you should be alright. I guess I'm putting out the fire here. So that one worked pretty well, I guess. One of the races at least, I flew as Batman himself. Just got in there and flew. How am I supposed to blow this up? Is this a silver thing that they've just programmed it wrong? This doesn't make sense. Like, what I can't do here is transform into a giant suit. So maybe I have to grab this and shoot it. Let's try Killer Croc. So yeah, you have to get it that way, I guess. What a weird system. And then hit the switch, open this, and we have Cheetah in the Robin disguise. We've only got a small number of things to unlock left, but I'm really confused about it. I think we've played this LEGO Batman 3 from ignorance this far. We might as well just play it from ignorance the rest of the way too. So that means I'll just go. What I mean by that is, instead of going and finding the red kit detector and using that in every level, or the mini kit piece detector, I think we're just gonna specifically run through every level in free play and see if we can get it done without help. Which opens the door for this series to go even longer, but that's okay by me. So eventually we will get the red kit detector and the mini kit detector, or I will just give up and start cheating by looking up in the walkthrough where those are. Which I already have the page loaded, because I was intending originally to get the red piece detector and all of that. Have to hold the B button down apparently, and play like I normally would play a Lego game, just to speed up and save time. But since I've never played this game before, I figured why not play it like a normal person, or somebody who's not willing to look up walkthroughs. Now personally I would probably say most people should just look up walkthroughs, use that advantage. So we gotta switch over to Cyborg or somebody who can unlock this thing. That's Lex Luthor in the Wonder Woman disguise. So from the characters we're unlocking, you can pretty well tell that they intended for us to go to this section right after we finish the story. Here's one that's right here on the edge. Fall straight down. Well, I don't believe I was supposed to be here. I think I just magically fell through the laser. Here. See, I'm touching the gold brick, but it's not letting me do what it wants me to do. It's not letting me pick it up. So we'll just go invisible here. Come over here, pull this trigger. That'll deactivate one of the lasers, I guess. Ooh. So there must be some other lasers somewhere. Here we have a killer croc. Notice how my other Batman broke out there. That's 2. I think there should have been more like these. There's 3. More puzzles like this, just small little puzzles on how to get in and collect the gold bricks. Now I can get the gold brick. Let's switch back to our spacesuit. So we're trying to search everything. Now this is the atom here, it seems. Let's see, explosive. Yeah, that doesn't explode. So we have to shrink down as the atom, which, let's just again check. We don't have any atom character. ATOM. Unless it's the atom, which we'll check that too. Unless Kevin Smith turns into the atom. Which, if that's the case, then that makes no sense at all. You would have to assume that every single player in the world knew that, and I don't know that. I don't believe that's true. So somewhere here, I think, would be the atom. So forget that. Where do we get that character? He's gotta be in a level, doesn't he? That would be the only thing that makes any sense. Alright. So here's a vehicle. There's a chicken. Is this a chicken? That's 1 of 5. So that's 2 of 5. That's 3 of 5. That's 4 of 5. Is that 5 of 5? Yes, I believe that is. There we go. And that gets us the Bane's Tumbler character. There's still one vehicle somewhere that we haven't gotten, which doesn't make a lot of sense. It must be in this area. Where's the next pillar of light? There's a pillar of light here that I believe is a race, yes. And then there's a pillar of light over here that's instead this. So, Sonic this away, and then switch to Green Lantern to dig in there. I don't know if you can make a very good game as Green Lantern. Well, one of the things I was thinking about, and I don't think I mentioned it on this series, is if not TT Games, the maker of Lego games, but Telltale Games, the maker of story-based games that have very little interaction whatsoever, and are mostly just, if they do have any actions, they're QuickTime events. If Telltale Games made games that were somewhat like that, you could have something like a Green Lantern game where that was much more focused on telling an actual DC storyline arc, and focusing more on the characters. And I don't think it would be for the kids per se. It would probably be a little bit more mature. But I think it would be more detailed and more focused on staying true to the characters. Maybe. And I don't have to just leave you with that speculation, because they are Traveler's Tales games. Let me get this right. Is making a Lego, not a Lego, but a regular Batman game. Of course, I don't know if that really means anything, because this is Telltale Games making a Batman game after Batman Arkham Knight came out, and they pretty much proved they didn't care one bit about the Batman brand. So you have to proceed with caution there. But if they pull it off and they tell a really good Batman story, more focused on characterizations, less focused on gameplay, it would certainly be an interesting twist. Of course, TT Games, the maker of Lego games, can't do that. What they need to do is just focus on not having vehicle levels ever, and improving their product and sticking to what they do pretty good. sometimes. If they put more Lego in the Lego game, that would probably be appreciated. If they told more of the kiddie stories, that would be fine. How is this thing supposed to work? What exactly is going on? I think I may need to play as Robin here. Yeah, this one actually is going to require some skill. Right, so one would assume I only have a certain amount of time to do this, but maybe I don't. Maybe I can take as long as I want. Yeah, I guess I could have taken as long as I want, but still cool. I kind of miss some of the things that were in Lego Batman 2 of where you had to play as Robin and walk on tight ropes and do some of that. If there was just a couple of those in this game, it would be alright with me. I don't want an overwhelming amount of them. I don't want a ridiculous amount of them. Apparently I can't hit B here. You need a car. So there's one race there, and there's this here, and there's one race here. Do I have any other pillar of lights to deal with? Doesn't seem like it. Let's go here and check out Oa. Seems like there's 3 gold bricks, but no more characters. So that seems to indicate everything's fine. Which is good news because I really couldn't have afforded to buy all of these vehicles, I don't think. 150,000, 25,000, and 150,000, so that's 325, 425, 475, 400, 525, 725 there, 800, 875, 950, 1,050, 1,100,000, 1,100,000, and 75. So yeah, I cannot afford to buy all the vehicles here. I could buy several of them, but it wouldn't be a wise thing. Remember, the first level we're gonna do, which is probably the next thing we are gonna do, is going to get us like the score doubler. I'm in the wrong seat again. It's like I don't even know how to drive a car. I'm getting in the wrong seat. I do know how to drive, maybe not that well compared to a lot of people, but that just happens to be the side that the car appears on. Honestly, it's the game's fault. The game should have the car facing the other direction, or just facing forward. Anyways, here's one race. Go. So we just want to full throttle this and not mess up. We got 10 seconds going on between each ring, so we don't really have to worry that much. There we go. Nice little jump. So you can't move the camera around. You could... Ooh, right bump apparently gives you a boost. Oh, and look, there's weapons on it, too. So we're looking for the other race. Man, those wheels are squeaky. Squeaky. Squeechy sounds like the name of some politician. Mayor Squeechy running for re-election. Come on. Here's a race. Overshot it. Too eager. You gonna get out of the way, Killer Croc? Nope. Darn it. Can I make it? Nope. Like, if I switch this guy to Wonder Woman or something, hop in a car, hit Y, I can't get the other character to join me in the car. So I just want to slowly avoid that and now go full throttle this direction. Keep it. Follow the studs if you're confused. Pull down that right trigger as much as possible so you can get full acceleration. These jumps are what are going to kill me though. There's another one. So, where does that leave Oa? That leaves us at 16 of 17, which means we switch to Martian Manhunter over here because I don't want to listen to the Wonder Woman song. The only one left is this one. So, where does this take me? Does it take me back to the moon or does it take me back to the watchtower? One would think it should just all take you back to the watchtower. But no, it takes you back to the moon. So, if we come over here and look at the moon, there's nothing collectible there. So, let's see. But Batcave has like one character we can't get because we need the atom. The watchtower has like one quest that apparently we don't have. And the Hall of Justice has one character we can't get because of the atom. This planet we have everything. This planet we're missing one gold brick. This planet we're missing an Adam West in peril, which I think we need to add them for that. Same bat time, same bat channel. What are we missing from that? All kinds of stuff from that level. That may just be the bonus level. That may be the only thing that is a bonus level. Like, everything else seems that way. Odom, we have everything. Knock, we have everything. Okara, we have everything. So half of these planets, we have everything. Zamaron, though, interesting. I guess we need to go to Zamaron. Let's travel to Zamaron. Because we're missing 3 quests there. And I don't see any reason why we'd be missing 3 quests in Zamaron. Or was it the... Oh, I remember now why we were missing 3 quests. It's the Green Lantern quest where we have to bring the Star Sapphires together, and I can't ever find that 3rd couple. Well, let's give it a try real quick.
I might be overstepping my bounds here, but I think these lovey-dovey sapphires are falling in love with a bad crowd.
Starting next recording, we're going to
whether it's those big arms or something else that's won them over. Love is definitely blind here.
We're going to start the levels in order.
To lead those smitten
or some order at least. We'll try to keep them in order as best as I remember. So we need to see that circle of studs. Probably is an indicator. And here's a circle of studs. And there's a circle of studs. And there's a circle of studs. I can't help but feel like there's a lot of circle studs.
Don't stop now. There are still more misguided relationships to sabotage.
So we flew all over this area before, trying to find where a Star Sapphire and a villain would be. And we had no luck finding them. And we're really not having any luck finding them this time either. And that explains why we have only 3 quests here. So we need to get the red brick that is the quest locator. And hope, just hope that that will point me towards the solution towards this quest. Because it's pretty certain that they're either really well hidden or I'm really missing something. Because I've flown over this planet a couple times now. And just no Star Sapphire and villain fighting. So, by all means, we are over halfway through with this game, but we have to get all the studs to unlock everything. Here's, like, this guy. I have no idea who that is and why he keeps showing up everywhere. Well, I guess that's it. So, we're gonna start next level for Sewer in the Sewers, free play mode, trying to get everything, and we're playing blind, so I know that that's just gonna give us score times 2 doubler, but that's what I'm gonna shoot for, and I'm thinking it goes this way, this way, this way, this way, maybe, and then maybe that, I don't know. We may just go in strange order. We may just go in the strange order, because I can't even remember. But hopefully the story will tell us. And while it says we are 42% done, in all reality we are further. But we're not close to 100% if we unlocked everything. There's still a significant amount of characters that we're going to have to find in the free play, which means we probably, potentially at least, are going to play free play and not find everything. And that'll be interesting too. And we still have 70 gold bricks to get, and we have all kinds of mini kits which are going to come back into the picture, and gold red bricks, we're going to get all 16 of those, and superhero status, true hero status as it's called in this game, have to get all that. So still a lot of work to do. Well, that was free play, I will say, and it wasn't great. I'm not seeing any other areas, any other big areas like Manhattan in Lego Marvel Superhero. So that was Manhattan is a million times better as an open world area. It's so much better thought out. Sure, it's got a bunch of races that were kind of problematic, but this is worse and still ended up with having races on Oa that were problematic. Give me Manhattan any day. They could have just taken the Manhattan from Lego Marvel Superheroes, really. Taken out the Marvel stuff and put in DC stuff, and it would have been fine. Or they could have just taken Manhattan, changed it a little bit, and given us Metropolis, which is more than what I would like. Like a Metropolis or Gotham City if they redid Gotham City. I kind of understand why they didn't redo Gotham City since they had already done that in Lego Batman 2, but that also means that that entire open world was just left on the cutting room floor for this game. There's no way to get to Gotham City, the Gotham City we saw in Lego Batman 2. But that's fine, I guess. Anywho, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.